Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the backstory. If you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified whenever we post a new video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is a story that has made Kenyans really mad online, and there is uproar. This is a story of the Voi-based teacher, Alberto Ojwang, who was killed while under police custody. Apparently, Alberto Ojwang's father says that the boy had traveled all the way from Voi to Homa Bay to go and visit them. Then some police officers came over to their place and he was arrested. And when he asked them, they said that Ojwang had posted something on Twitter that tarnished the names of a very influential person. So he says that he tried to question them, but they asked him to follow him all the way to the nearest police station. And this incident happened in Kasipul Kabondo, which is in Homa Bay County. So I want us to listen in to the father, then we'll come back and try and analyze, because this is a very, very disturbing news.
Wakajitambulisha kwamba wao wametoka DCI Nairobi. Kijana ametusi mkubwa wao, kwa hivyo wametuma kutoka Nairobi waje nyumbani kumchukua huyu mtoto. Akaniambia tumekuja kumchukua huyu kijana, mimi ni afisa wa polisi. Akanionyesha kibandiko hapa kwenye kifua chake, katag kako hapo, na nikaridhika kuona kwamba basi kama amekuja kumchukua ni vyema, kwa sababu pengine kuna jambo ambalo si sawa ambayo imewafanya waje. Akaja afisa wa kiume akaniambia kwamba mzee, masaa haya bado tunashughulikia usafi wa ndani, kwa hivyo wewe nenda ukanywe chai urudi mida ya kama saa 4
Monday, so that we follow up with the station, and if the boy is taken to court, then now we follow it up from court. Today again, while I was in charge, he called to inform me that he had come to Nairobi to make follow-up of the arrest, and confirmed that the boy has died at the police station. It's quite unfortunate, because the offense that they were informing me that the boy was being investigated for related to alleged media publication on Twitter. That is really not something that I would expect that would lead to somebody losing his life. It does really not matter what the offense is, even if the boy had killed somebody or murdered people, because there is the law. We would have expected that the boy be brought to the station, processed normally, and taken to court on Monday and charged and start trial. If he's guilty, he will be punished according to law. Causing people's death in the police station like this or wherever is really against the law, it's really against the constitution, and it is quite unfortunate. It is really quite unfortunate, and this is a matter that will not be left to lie like this. It must be investigated so that the truth about what really caused the death of this boy be revealed.
Now, when police officers were asked why he was arrested, they're saying that he was lawfully arrested, which is okay. Any Kenyan can be arrested if you commit an offense. But the question is, why was he arrested? Police officers, when asked, they're saying that because he had published a false publication on Twitter. But what they are not telling Kenyans, or what they are not showing Kenyans, is the publication. Which publication was this? That is the question. They have not shown Kenyans which publication it was. People have gone to his X account, and so far nothing has been found. And then, even after not following the right procedure, because the norm would have been that he's arrested, just as I've told you, he's arrested, taken to the nearest police station where he was going to be documented. So, was his arrest documented in Homa Bay? And if it was not documented, when he arrived in Nairobi, was it documented? Is there an OB that shows that this guy was arrested in Homa Bay, brought all the way to Nairobi, and the offense documented in the occurrence book, which is the OB. Friends, some of his friends and fellow activists are saying that he was not booked in the OB at Central Police Station, which means this is already a red flag and a foul play. Because it means everything that happened in all this were premeditated. There was a ploy to arrest him so that at the end of it, there could be no documented evidence as to who arrested him, who ordered for his arrest, and why he was brought all the way to Nairobi and where he is being held at within Central Police Station. Now, the other issue is the fact that the police service the National Police Service is claiming that Ojwang died after hitting his head against the cell wall, whereby he sustained injuries and was pronounced dead while on arrival at Mbagathi Hospital. So the question is it true? If he really sustained injuries within that cell, where are the witnesses? Because I believe he was not detained in a solitary cell. There must have been other convicts within that cell. So where is the evidence? Are there people who can corroborate what the police officers are saying? Or did he involve himself in a fight with someone within the cell? Or was he tortured to death? Those are some of the questions that Kenyans are asking. Because according to his father, the father says that he died while in police custody, that while at Central Police Station. But the police officers are contradicting this by saying that he died while on his way to Mbagathi Hospital. The other question that it was that are there CCTV cameras within those cells or within the corridors of Central Police Station, so that we can be able to at least see if they are truly serious about this and they are truly honest about what they're saying, then they can produce some of the CCTV footage within that environment. Even though the inspector of police has come out to say that he has interdicted the OCS Central Police Station and some of the officers who were on duty on that day. But I think for me, this is not enough, because if he's going to interdict them, what next? Will they just be interdicted and then they'll just go home scot-free? Or are they going to be held liable for what happened? Because if they're interdicted, what happens in police force, and this is something that has happened over the years, is the fact that there can't be proclamation of interdiction. Then these guys are transferred from one police station to another. Let's say from Nairobi to maybe Bandera or Isiolo. So this guy is like evading justice in a clever way. Instead of being held accountable for what he has done, they'll try and evade arrest because maybe someone prominent is involved in all this and would not want to be mentioned in one way or the other. So what they usually do is transfer these police officers to a far-flung police station where their visibility might not be captured by the media. But we need to get to the bottom of this issue, because there are so many arrests that have been happening haphazardly, and these police officers are not held to account. And it brings us to the question that, are there rogue police officers within the force who have been acting on their own volition? And if there are such police officers, then what can be done? Because they are kind of portraying the police service in a negative way, whereby at the end of it, whatever Kenyans have been talking about since the time of Gen Z's demonstrations is like a script that is repeating itself. And is it time for President William Ruto to call on the police IG to take responsibility for the deaths that have happened within the last 1 year or within a short time? Or what can the IG do? Should he just take responsibility himself and resign? Because that is what Kenyans are now asking for. It's now becoming too much that whoever is trying to contradict this government is intimidated through, one, arrests, and some of them are taken through the court of justice, while some are found dead somewhere in a forest or something. But we need to get to the bottom of Ojwang's death so that a solution is found once and for all. And if he really committed an offense, why was he not taken to court? Why couldn't they wait up to Monday to take Ojwang to court? Because if he committed that offense, the only remedy, according to our law, the only remedy is to take someone to court so that the court of law can make a ruling whether he's going to be jailed, he's going to be released on bond. It doesn't have to get to a point whereby you take someone's life so as to send a message, because whatever is happening is like they are kind of, instead of sending fear the way they are trying to do, they are trying to embolden the youths. And the same script is what happened during the Gen Z demonstrations. So it's like the government or whoever is trying to push this is trying to embolden the youths more, instead of coming up with an amicable solutions to the problems or the issues that the Gen Zs or the youths are raising. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll keep monitoring what's going on and we'll keep you posted, because we've also been told that the Law Society of Kenya is going to address Kenyans in the afternoon on the same issue. And I hope we get to the bottom of it and get a solution to this problem. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll keep monitoring what's going on and we'll keep you posted. But if you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified whenever we post a new video. Until next time, bye-bye.